Hello, everyone. I'm Jared Barton on behalf of the President's Athletic Conference and the PAC Sports Network. After another great year on the hardwood, it's time to pass out some postseason honors as we take a look at our PAC Volleyball All-Conference selections, as well as our Newcomer of the Year, Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Coach of the Year laurels. Earning a spot on this All-Conference team is not something to be taken lightly, as it's not only a testament of your skill and dedication on the court, but also the dedication of your coaches and players that made you better along the way. Time to unveil our PAC Women's Volleyball All-Conference Honorable Mention team. Carly Pepperman, outside hitter, Allegheny. Avery Bramer, middle hitter, Bethany. Delaney Schwind, setter, Chatham. Evie White, middle hitter, Chatham. Mary Jean Cadman, outside hitter, Franciscan. Heather Subert, libero, Geneva. Lily Lagares, right side hitter, Grove City. Maggie Riley, right side hitter, Hiram. Lauren Fox, middle hitter, St. Vincent. Callie Dagan, outside hitter, W&J. Christina Zadrozi, right side hitter, Waynesburg. Morgan O'Brien, setter and right side hitter, Westminster. And Rachel LaSalvia, outside hitter, Westminster. Time to move on to our PAC Volleyball All-Conference second team. Skylar Fatola, middle hitter, Allegheny. Becca Gessner, right side hitter, Chatham. Caitlin Hickey, libero, Franciscan. Elena Dorst, outside hitter, Grove City. Megan Chang, outside hitter, Hiram. Brooke Fishback, libero, Hiram. Megan Williams, outside hitter, St. Vincent. Daisy Jennis, outside hitter, Teal. Faith Fetzko, outside hitter, W&J. Brielle Morehouse, setter, W&J. Angie Nardone, setter, Westminster. And Jamie Robertson, middle hitter, Westminster. Now let's take a look at our PAC Women's Volleyball All-Conference first team. Jaci Diaz, libero, Allegheny. Sierra Ritchie, libero, Chatham. Logan Hickey, outside hitter, Franciscan. Kelly Hoffman, setter, Hiram. Kendra Klusch, middle hitter, Grove City. Sarah Hart, outside hitter, Grove City. Sophia Smotek, outside hitter, Hiram. Aaron Delatrie, middle hitter, Teal. Carly Reynolds, setter, Teal. Shelby Rambo, middle hitter, Westminster. Time to announce our individual award winners for the 2025 campaign. Newcomer of the Year, Logan Hickey from Franciscan. Defensive Player of the Year, Sierra Ritchie, Chatham. Player of the Year, Kelly Hoffman, Hiram. And Coach of the Year, Macy Roll, Hiram. Now it's time to send it over to the PAC Sports Network's Jack Ridenauer, who sat down with our PAC Coach of the Year, Macy Roll, in her first season with the Hiram Terriers. Jack?
Thanks, Jared. We're now joined by the PAC Women's Volleyball Coach of the Year from Hiram College, Coach Macy Rell. Coach, first off, thanks so much for joining us. Congratulations on the award and the incredible season. We'll start with the award. I'm curious to hear just from you what it means to win this award, but also to have this continued attention on the program.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm going to be honest. I feel very lucky to have gotten this. Obviously, there's a lot of really good coaches in our conference, so it definitely means a lot, but it's certainly due to all of the hard work that our athletes have put in all year. So, yeah, it's very much appreciated.
Well, certainly did a great job throughout the entire season, culminating in the Coach of the Year award. Want to go back to the ultimate, the beginning of the season. I know that you guys were kind of in the outside looking in, if you will, in the preseason, but eventually the season ends in a PAC title appearance. What stands out to you most about this team and just the year that the team had with exceeding so many expectations?
Yeah, one thing that has really just blown my mind all year is just their will to win and just never giving up, always finding a way to pull out a win. We had plenty of 5-set matches, and they always pulled them out, and every single time impressed me. So just a really, really special group. We had a few really key players that brought some senior leadership, and then also having some younger players that really stepped up in huge positions.
Well, I'm curious, going back to just preseason, the leaks leading up to the season, what were the conversations you would have with the group, knowing that, hey, we're picked to be fourth in the North Division in the conference? Not many people are looking at us. Do you use that as a motivation tactic, or do you kind of put that to the side and just let things play out?
It was definitely a motivation for myself. Yeah, because I knew that we had a much better team than what we were projected to be. But again, preseason polls are tricky because, not a lot of people knew about us, especially coming into the conference first year. I tried not to really put a lot of weight on that as far as speaking with our athletes, just because I don't know how much good it does to put so much weight on a preseason poll that, not a lot of people know about us. So,
Well, what was the preseason like for you specifically? I know that July you quickly are named the interim head coach, so a little bit of a pivot for you. What was that like?
it was busy. Yeah, it was a little crazy, but, I was at Hiram last year, so I already knew all the ins and outs of the athletic department and kind of what a preseason should look like and what it looked like last year. So it was a lot, but as far as the transition went, it was pretty smooth. One of our assistant coaches, Holly, she's been at Hiram for a few years, being the assistant, so she had helped me a lot.
Well, you did a marvelous job guiding the team through a tough non-conference season before going into the PAC play. When you look at that part of the year in the non-conference, what match do you feel helped prepare the team the most for that historic PAC run?
I think a big one that stands out is our match against St. Mary's. That was only our third match, I think, and we ended up losing. But I think that helped us learn a lot about, the different things that we needed to work on. And yeah, I'm always in favor of making sure that you learn something from losses and quote unquote failures.
Well, you also had some great players guiding this team. You mentioned some of the experience. Kelly Hoffman, Player of the Year in the conference. What was it about her style of play that really allowed for her to have such a dominant season this year?
Kelly is very special. She is the hardest worker in our gym, and that's very apparent. She knows how to run an offense, and she also knows how to get the best out of everybody on the team. So her leadership was just so important to us this year. But in addition to her being an offensive threat and running a good offense, she is one of the best defenders on our team. So she made it really difficult for teams to score, and then made it pretty easy for us to score. So
How much did you lean on her with again, your first year at the helm, but then also with her experience being around the program and just knowing, like you said, how to run things?
a lot. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad Kelly was here for another year because, yeah, she knows the ins and outs, and just, bouncing ideas off of her as far as, offensive schemes and what we should be doing. It was so valuable.
Well, she's the experience part, and then you bring in the inexperience that, again, part of the same trend, exceeded expectations. Sophia Smotek and Megan Chang both being the main offensive threats, all PAC picks this year. Two freshmen. I'm curious to hear from you as Kelly Hoffman leaves and things kind of start to shift over to Sophia and Megan. How can those two become kind of the cornerstones of the program moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, this year was already a phenomenal year for both of them. And with them both being six rotation players, I think they already do a lot for us. And I think their leadership skills are just going to grow over the course of the next 3 years. So yeah, I'm really excited about those two.
Well, very excited to see how Things move forward for your team, especially into 2026. And before we let you run, Coach, I am curious to hear just how you think this team and this program can build on this success moving into next season and in seasons beyond to really continue that trend moving forward.
Yeah, the future is very bright at Hiram, and I'm very excited to see what the future brings. Yeah, we have some very, very talented people on our roster now, and we're just looking to build upon that as far as the recruiting class goes for next year.
Well, Coach, again, thanks so much for stopping by. Congratulations on an incredible season, the award, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
That's the PAC Coach of the Year from Hiram, Coach Macy Rell. Jared, back to you.
Thanks, Jack. Once again, a big congratulations to all of our all-conference participants. This is a well-deserved honor to end the 2025 fall sports season. Well, that'll do it for our PAC All-Conference Selection Show. I'm Jared Barton, and as we say goodbye, it's time to take one last look at all of our all-conference selections. We'll catch you next time right here on the PAC Sports Network.